Well, hi everyone. We're here today to learn some simple exercises and stretches that you can do right at your office, right during your workday, to help keep your energy up, to help you from getting stiff and sitting in one position for too long. So these are really simple. You could even schedule a little meeting in your Outlook calendar to do this once or twice a day. It would be great if you can do it toward the edge of our seat a little bit to start, and we'll just start with some simple neck exercises. So you just turn your head in one direction, back to the front, turn your head the other way, and front, and then just lean your ear down toward your shoulder one way, and up to the center, and then over in the other direction. Okay, so for this one, we want to turn your head to the diagonal. You're looking down toward your right shoulder, down toward your right armpit, and take your left arm and slide it as if you're trying to get the fingers into your right back pocket. So at the same time, take your right arm and just gently just pull the back of your head down more toward your armpit again. Okay, leaning up. Let's do that again. So just pulling gently. All right, so now to get the other side, bring your right hand back so that it's your fingers are going down into your left back pocket. And on the diagonal, turn your head and look down toward that left shoulder, left armpit, and then pull gently the back of the head a little further down, and then looking back up. Okay, so now we can go ahead and just stretch the wrists out a little bit. So bring the fingers out in front of you and just roll them around. Lift the fingers straight up toward the ceiling, and then bend at the wrist. Bring the hands forward so the thumbs come down, and back up toward you, and then slightly back the other way. And back up, and one more time. And up, and back. Okay, so all that, if you're typing and keyboarding all day, you want to work the fingers a little bit. This is called the castanets. You can just take your pinky to thumb and click twice, and then index finger to thumb, and just go through all the fingers. Pointer, go back through. Feels great. Just do that a couple times. And then mixer. So just take your wrists and just stir, mixing one direction and then back the other way. All right, the last thing that we want to do seated is we're going to do a little Pilates style breathing. For the Pilates style breathing, you want to sit up nice and tall and picture your pelvis here as if you're actually holding a bowl of water upright in your pelvis. So if you're slouched, you're going to be spilling the water out the back. And if you're poofing your chest out, you're going to spill the water out front. So just getting nice and tall, as if someone's pulling you up from the crown of your head with a string. You're lifted tall, your spine is long. So take an inhale and imagine your rib cage going out to the side. So inhale and exhale, bring the rib cage in and tighten and pull in the belly. So we're doing a little ab work. Inhale, keeping the shoulders down. Exhale, bring everything together. You're wringing out that waist. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to add a spine twist. This was one other exercise that we're going to do here. So take that inhale, and then exhale, twist to the right, keeping your hips facing forward. And then bring it back as you exhale to the center. Inhale again. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale as we come back to the center. And exhale, again, twisting in the opposite direction, pulling the belly in like you're wringing out your waist. Inhale, tall to the center. Exhale, twist. And last time, inhale, tall to the center. Okay, if you have a stretch band, or if you don't, if you have a belt or even a scarf that you may have at work, these are great tools. We're just going to do a couple of stretches with these and some exercises with these. Just going to move back a little bit to make sure that you can see me. So we're going to bring the arms up, and our first stretch is just kind of pulling back so that your shoulder blades are pulling back together. You're just opening up the chest. It's really just chest expansion, and then bring it back down. And inhale, we expand, and exhale down. And one more time, open, and bring it down. So now if you want to add a little exercise, a little work to strengthen your back muscles, we add the pull down. So your hands are about a foot apart. Inhale. On the exhale, you're opening up the band by pulling on it, pulling it apart, and then bringing it down just to the top of your sternum and pulling your shoulder blades back. So it's inhale, we lift tall, and exhale, pull down and back. Inhale, lifting tall, Of course, the entire time that we do this, you're kind of infusing that Pilates breathing, pulling your belly button up and in, and lifting tall through the spine. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, exhale, down and back. Inhale, exhale, down and back. Great. From here, and actually one more stretch, we'll just leave the band overhead and just kind of tilt from side to side. And side to side. And so now you can take your band and put it behind you and just opening up the chest in a different way. So the thumbs are facing out. Just kind of grab onto it so there's about a foot in between and just lean your head back slightly. Don't pull too hard, just doing it for a stretch. And then release. Take an inhale and exhale, open. Pull back, opening the chest. And one more time, feels good. Beautiful. Okay, so if you do stand and you have time to do some standing exercises, one of the first simple ones we can do is just the roll down. So starting tall, inhale, and just exhale, let yourself hang down. Let your fingers come down as far as they'll go. Inhale when you get down to the bottom, and then exhale, roll it back up, just taking your time, letting your arms sort of dangle there. Inhale, and one more time, exhale, roll it down. And then bring it back up. And we can do some shoulder rolls back. And bring them forward, keeping the belly tight the entire time. Okay, and then grab onto your desk or a wall or whatever you have near you. And so I wouldn't advise doing this if you have heels. I have a slight wedge on, which is not really much of a heel, but just lifting up onto your toes and then back down on your heels. If you're in flats, this is great. You can actually go back onto your heels and then up onto your toes. Now, of course, I do not advise this in heels, and I do not advise taking your shoes off at work. That's probably on the bad etiquette list. Back onto the heels, up onto the toes. Onto the heels, and up onto the toes. Great. Okay, and one last standing one that I want to do is really just kind of for some circular motion, some hip motion. You can bend your knees slightly and just bring your hands onto your thighs and just sort of rock the knees in one way and rock them the other way. So we're kind of making a complete circle. The knees never really come completely straight. They're just rocking around and around the other way, and one more time around. Nice. Okay, great. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit refreshed and energized. You can do these exercises individually or together throughout your day, however you wish. And again, you could do the entire routine once or twice, or you could just take specific exercises that you like and incorporate them into your workday.